Hey guys, it's Leanne, Small Town Stitches, and we're back with another Flosstube update. Today is Halloween, October 31st, our last day of October. I'm not quite sure how this is possible, but we're here. Tomorrow's November 1st. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're staying warm. I'm not sure what the climate is like where you're at. The weather here has been kind of weird. We've been back and forth between the 40s and 30s to the 60s. So it's been very weird. My garden is done for the season, minus my garlic I planted. That's put to rest, so that'll be dormant, throughout the winter, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if everything goes well. In the spring, I will pull the straw off and it will take off. But yeah, this week it's supposed to be in the 40s the entire week, so I'm guessing it will be in the 20s or 30s at night. So the cold weather is starting to roll in. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Things have been a bit chaotic here. Life update real fast. If you're not interested in a life update, I always give a life update on my channel. You can just feel free to fast forward a little bit. Daughter is doing well in school. She's having a couple issues kind of with her teacher. Her teacher's a first-year teacher. So she just doesn't really know the tips and tricks yet that a lot of experienced teachers do with engaging students and keeping students focused. And if they don't understand how she's presenting something, to teach it a different way, so maybe they will. So we're dealing with a little bit of that. Couple of things that we don't really like, talking to a lot of the other parents, same way kind of how she structures things in her classroom. So my daughter has picked up on that, and we're fighting a lot of times with her wanting to go to school. She's asked to just not go anymore. So it's kind of disheartening because she loves school. She loves to learn. But we're kind of trying to work through that. So yes, she's also a chatterbox, which we've talked to the teacher about before. We've told her, separating her won't necessarily help because she'll talk to the squirrel that's outside if you let her. She's just that type of person. But husband started work again. He did his first third ride along. So if you're not sure how that works, he has been a paramedic for years. He took 3 years off and he's going back on the road. So even though he knows his skills and stuff like that, because he's been out of the loop so long, he wants to ride with someone. So he has another paramedic alongside of him for a while. And then he'll be on his own with just him and a partner again at the fire department. And they only ran one call, he said, his first, and it was actually a heroin overdose. So he said he felt like he never stopped. Like everything just came back to him. So yeah, so now we're kind of dealing with, both parents working right now. Thank God for friends who go to church with us as well as go to the same school, because they will probably be picking my daughter up when they pick their kids up, because Latchkey is full right now for after school, so we're on a waiting list. So I apologize if you can hear my husband outside. We were gifted a brand new tractor with a bagger on it, and my husband, who hates mowing, is now outside mowing because he has a new toy and he wants to test it out. So thanks for all the nice comments too about my hair last video. This is natural. I had tried to curl this morning a little bit, but my hair doesn't hold a curl, so natural we go. Thank you. I had a lovely viewer buy me a coffee and told me to put it towards some floss, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys don't have to do stuff like this for me, but it is so sweet. Such an uplifting thing. Work has been busy, crazy. I'm not sure the the right word to use. It got a little bit interesting for a day or so between me and one of my nurse practitioners. Our manager got involved. And yeah, thankfully that's blown over. So it's just been very busy. Yeah, very busy. So, all right, we're about 5 minutes in. Let's talk some stitching. So we're wrapping up the month of October right now. I haven't done any stitching today. I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch on today. So the number count that I will give for some of these projects, there'll be the total monthly count, not just what I've done in the last week, because I didn't sit down and figure that math out. We had church this morning for Halloween. They did a bunch of inflatables outside and stuff, so I had to help man one of those. So it's just been a busy morning. So let's talk. Last video I said I was going to bring out sweeping cobwebs because I didn't get as much progress done as I wanted to on that. So for those who don't know, sweeping cobwebs is a Prairie Schooler and it looks like this. I am doing the large chart right here. I don't remember if I took a picture of this the last time. If I did, this is where it was before I started. And let's see, I put in, I'm not sure. I got a total of 1,236 stitches on this total in the month of October. And this is where I finished it off. So this is it now. Hoop marks and everything. I am going to fold this in half so I can hold it a little bit easier. I love this. I am so glad I chose this fabric. So it was an unnamed fabric from Dying for Cross Stitch. She used to do certain fabrics of the month. I think this was a grab one that she just didn't name. I highly recommend her fabrics and her flosses. You can check her out. It's Dying for Cross Stitch. I'll try to list her below in the link, but it's an 18 count. Most of my pieces are usually an 18 to a 20 count. So, and then I am loving the way this is turning out. So if you look real close, the border is a black and orange. And then we have, 'Tis the Night of Halloween when witches can be seen, W. That's where we ended it. So most of the witch is done. The moon is completely done. I love this. I love this. I love the way it's turning out on this green. I, of course, am not really doing called for colors because if you're new to my channel, I rarely do called for colors unless it's on full coverages because ain't nobody got time for that to try and do that. So the ones I'm doing, and I just randomly picked from mine, is DMC 310 is my black. My purple is Pansy Purple from Classic Colorworks. And my orange is Tomato by Gentle Arts. So those are my colors that I'm using, and I love them. I originally was going to do a lighter orange, but I am so glad that I switched it to this dark orange. I really like it. So that is where we're ending this piece at. Super happy with my progress. Super glad I decided to pull it back out. And I'm still loving these bags. This is one I made. So, yes. That can get put away. I forgot the pattern though. Oh well. All right, so after that, I did decide to break out my Halloween sampler by the Cottage Garden, which looks like this. Super fun, super fun. My brain has been everywhere but inside my head. I'm not sure if I took a picture of this before I started it the last 2 weeks. If I did, I'll include it. This was a new start for me this month. And where did I end on this? I ended with a total of, no, it wasn't a new start for me this month. It was a new start for me last month. I apologize. I ended with 412 stitches, so I didn't do a lot on it, but here we are. I did the word eerie and the word Frankenstein. So these down here. But still, that's 412 stitches. So this is where we're at so far. I love this. It's so cute. So, yeah. Super happy with this. Love the way it's looking on this fabric. I think this was one I dyed. So, yeah, there we are. I think the only thing I've really changed so far, I mean, the colors are my own because Leanne doesn't follow pattern colors really. The only thing I've really changed up, I kind of kept things in the same group, was this moon. I wanted it to look more spooky instead of orange, so I did it a dark gray. So, when I'm done, can give a full color list if anyone wants it. I kind of tweak things sometimes as I tend to go along, so I don't want to give it and then end up being like, I lied. That's not what I did at all. So, I like stitching things seasonal, but I also will stitch on it periodically throughout the year. So you probably will see Halloween in February or something like that. So I've been stitching on Christmas, my 2 Christmas ones, even though they've taken a back seat, they'll probably come out next month. All right, then let's see, did I do it the 2 days I was supposed to? Yes, I did. The 24th and the 25th is FC Christmas Sal. This is something that I am doing with Vonnie, who is Thread the Needle here on Flosstube. If you haven't checked Vonnie out, I highly recommend it, especially if you love full coverage. You think I stitch a lot of full coverage? Vonnie, it's all she pretty much stitches, so you definitely need to check Vonnie out. Especially because I know her Christmas plans that are in the works that she's trying to convince me to do with her. So, anyone can join the FC Christmas Sal as long as it is a full coverage Christmas, stocking, ornament, whatever. It doesn't have to be a Haid. Mine is a Haid. I'll put a picture of what I'm doing. Mine is filling the stocking, which is artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. It is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs or Haid. This is where I was the last time. I ended up doing 376 stitches total. And this is where I am right now. This is one page. It'll be, I think, 2 pages wide. So there we are right now. You can start to see some of the twinkle lights coming in. So I'm so loving starting all that. So it's fun. I love it. Especially loving it because I do it the 21st and the 25th of every single month. It hasn't gotten old. It hasn't been like, I have to do this. I'm loving this. And my villains are upside down. Because apparently I put villains on Christmas. I don't really care as long as I have something on my project. So loving that. And then I haven't run total numbers for this month because I don't know what I'm stitching on. Hopefully today. It is Halloween. We will be doing trick-or-treating later. So I don't know how much stitching I'll get in tonight, but... And I don't know if anyone else is. I've been struggling lately with being so tired. I think it's the time of the year because it's getting cooler. It's getting darker earlier. And then my body's just like, bedtime. All right, so my daily 100 piece for this month, I chose to do my Halloween Night by Tilton Crafts. My goal this year is I wanted a page finish, and as we saw last video, I got it, finally. So I just kept working on it. So if I have a picture of where it was before the start of the last 2 weeks, I'll put it here. This is where we are now. I think we were way up here in the last video, yeah, I think we were up here. So I did like another row or 2, and I'm loving watching this piece come to life. I am so happy that I got these jack-o'-lanterns done, and I actually was able to get a page finish on this like I wanted this year. So I am so, so pleased. And watching this come to life and getting an actual page finish on this has made me want to tweak my plans a little bit next year for my full coverages. And what I think I'm going to do with them is, as many of you know, I have been working on my piece for my husband, the mini firefighter. I am going to still do that, but I think what I'm going to do next year is switch it up. So do like firefighter one month, Halloween night the next month. Then maybe do firefighter again and then break out another one. So I'm still doing progress. Or if I want to change it up, then I'll change it up. So, yes. I'm very excited. I ended Halloween night with 2,960 stitches. So there was one day or two that I didn't stitch on it, but I am so pleased with the 2,960. So pleased. So nice to see progress on it, which makes me want to bust some of the other ones out and also do some more stitching on them. All right, I have had 0 crocheting. None. I was gifted one pattern from Heather, who is the Blessed Stitcher. She did a recent YouTube video here after being in a hiatus for quite some time. So she doesn't do full coverages. She does lots of smaller designs. She's just a great person. Go check Heather out. Heather and I talk all the time. So she was destashing some stuff, and I decided I wanted some of that because that's me. There was one pattern of mine that I wanted, and I was waiting for payday to pay her because, hello, you know. And it showed up in the mail the other day. And I told her, I said I wasn't expecting this for free. She's like, I know. It's Heather. So it came like this with a little thank you friend note on it. And I now have the Hands and Design Let's Talk Stitching. It's so cute. I have all the 4 patterns for this season ones too. I need to do those. And I'm not sure which one of these that I want to do. I kind of like the idea of doing this smaller one and maybe putting it on a project bag or something. I don't know. I kind of really like this small one. And I kind of like this one too. Maybe not in an ornament, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Heather. I super enjoyed that. I was not expecting that. All right, purchases. Y'all, I have nothing to show. Well, I have one thing to show. I bought some stuff. Y'all kept encouraging me. I bought a couple things. I bought the floss for Building Dreams, which is the new motorcycle piece that I will be starting for my husband instead of Open Road. This one's Open Road. He decided, we were looking, and he really liked Building Dreams and that classic shop, classic chopper look more than the other one. So it's going to be a piece for him. I had to buy more floss and restart it. That's coming. I luckily can. It's a little bit smaller than the other one, so I think I can use the same fabric. If you don't know, and you are a full coverage stitcher, lover, whatever, Heaven and Earth Designs is having a 50% off their charts sale till November 1st, till tomorrow. I will be putting this video up on Halloween, so you can have at least, I think it's till midnight on the 1st. So if you watch this and you want them, go look right away. It excludes Precious Moments charts, and it excludes Thomas Kincaid. It will always exclude Thomas Kincaid. It's something in their agreement. There is one pattern that I have been eyeing since I believe I saw on Laura, who is the Colorful Stitching Girl. And I did confirm she's stitching this. She says she started it and hasn't stitched on it yet. And that I bought Mini Sunflower Cottage. It has sunflowers. If you don't know, sunflowers are my favorite flower. I love them. And maybe this just brings me the colors, the sunflowers, it just brings me so much joy. So I bought this because I got it for 50% off. So I went through my floss, which is in this black thing up here. I kit my Hades up individually because I don't like to lug that around. But I pulled from my floss first for both of those that I kitted up, and then I bought the extra. And I only needed less than half for each project because I was able to pull from my stash. So thank you to all of you. I was able to get my floss for my pieces. Thank you. It was so sweet of y'all. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to stitch tonight. I have, whoa, I totally just hit that. I have this in mind to start, but I don't know if I want to start another thing. I don't know. So I have this in mind. I don't know if you've been watching for a while. My thing, instead of doing it in colors like this, was to take a different variegated floss and do each one in a different variegated floss from Dying for Cross Stitch. Example, hang tight with me. Where's my variegated ones? Here. I had someone ask last time, and I'm just going to share. I bought these at Target. I did link them. I gave the lady who asked the link specifically. I bought them at Target. I love them. I think they come in a pack of 2, but all you can do is pop them off, and now you can take this with you. I love them. I love them, but I bought them at Target. So my goal with this was to do them all each in a different variegated floss. It's gonna look crazy and I don't care. I'm here for it. So like this one would be like the first motif, this would be the second motif, this could be the third motif, you know, stuff like that. So I think maybe I'll break that out. I don't know. This one right here is called Blue Nutcracker. I call it U of M. Go Blue, even though they lost the game against State. Don't care. People still support the Lions and they stink even more. So I don't know. Maybe I'll bust that out tonight and do a new start, right? Because I need more new starts like I need a hole in my head. But that's it from me, you guys. I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope you have a great Halloween if you are celebrating Halloween. If not, do something inside with your family. November's almost here. Next weekend, my sister is getting married. I'm in that wedding, so I should probably wash my dress. I bought a cotton dress to wear because it's long sleeves and it's in November. So we will be all booked up next Friday night for rehearsal dinner, next Saturday for the wedding. And then we're gearing up for Thanksgiving already. So it's crazy. So I just hope everyone is doing well. With the holidays starting and being in the healthcare and working in EMS for so long, I just want to say one thing. The holidays can be really tough for some people. If they are tough for you and you need to talk, reach out. You can reach out to any Flosstuber, reach out to friends that you know in person, family, but if they are tough, reach out. Don't keep it all bottled in and don't deal with it by yourself. Remember, your mental health is important, and to take time for yourself each and every day in whatever form that will be. I will see you guys next time.